Hello, everyone. It is Christy, owner and chief herbalist of Sage House Apothecary. I have a new intro. I want to share it with you all. Let me know what you think. I had to stop my recording. I don't know what I did, but I did something, so I'm starting over, and here I am. So, I'm Christy, your neighborhood friendly herbalist and Reiki master. Here we explore the magic of herbs, healing energy, and holistic wellness to help you live with intention and ease. So, from DIY herbal remedies to mindfulness tips and energy work, I'm here to share tools that empower you to heal and thrive naturally. Let's journey together on this page to a more balanced, vibrant life, one cup of tea and one Reiki session at a time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for weekly inspiration. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, I think it's kind of, it will more than likely change. We'll see. But, I'm trying to build this channel, and build this channel is happening. Thank you all for, I think I'm over 80 subscribers now. If I'm not in the 90s, thank you so much. What should I do at 100 subbies? Let me know. Okay, so what's been happening? So many amazing things, so many great opportunities I've been getting, and I'm so grateful for that. I really am. Things have just been shifting, and it took me a minute to get to this place. I had to let go of some things in order to shift the energy to propel me to where things are right now, that's a whole nother conversation. But things have been great. This past Friday, I did a sound bath with Davin Youngs, who is a local um, immersive sound artist and vocalist here in Chicago. If you have never attended his events, they are amazing. Amazing. Like, I did not want to leave. It brings you to this amazing, really high vibration, and then he brings you down gradually and gently, and it's just a wonderful event. And the fact that he asked me to do the sound bowls at his event, I was honored. I really was. I'm like, heck yeah, I will be there. Absolutely. So that was on Friday. And then over the weekend, trying to catch up on admin work with Sage House, because again, I am one person, I am the entire business. So, but really great things. I did have a friend who reached out to me today and mentioned that he was having some challenges listening to the sound bath that I did. I think it was the 10-minute video. He's the first person that mentioned that to me. So if you all have any issues, please let me know. I was thinking about doing another one. And honestly, I'm thinking about doing a guided meditation with sound. I'm not sure if I would keep the video on. I think I might see if I can find a cover or something that has, some funky visual or something. Anyway, but I am thinking about a guided meditation, and maybe I'll record that tonight since my partner's out of town, because I record when he's not when he's not here, because it just makes things easier. I am left with the dogs, whatever my hair. I'm left with the dogs, so, and I close them out of this office. So hopefully there will be no scratching, but if there is, I might have to get up and grab the door. But oh, and I'm also sipping on the herb of the month. Shameless plug, my mantra mug. My cup is abundantly filled. I also have one like I'm the creator of my life. The tea of the month is elderberry. I don't know if this is coming out in the best way for the video. Elderberry. So elderberry is the herb of the month. I've been drinking it. Of course, I don't need the entire month, but I think I am also going to do a live. Well, I haven't decided if I'm going to do a live video or if I'm just going to do a video showing how I make elderberry syrup. It is that time of year where people are starting to get sick. People are getting the cold and flus and germy. So it's always nice to have a stash of your elderberry syrup available, so that when you start feeling that in your throat, you can start taking it immediately, or you can even just use the dried berries. That's how I made this tea, using the dried elderberry berries, and I just sweetened it a little bit with honey. So this is also a great way. But yeah, so I want to do a video showing you all how I make the elderberry syrup. If there's anything else that you want me to do, share, tell, talk about, just let me know. Okay. Um, Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends. I'm trying to grow this channel. Anyway, this is also interesting. Stepping into the new, doing new things, learning new things. I love learning new things, but the learning curve for me sometimes tends to be pretty long. Um, it can take me a while to learn something, but then once I learn, I'm like, okay, I got it. But this has been different. It is exercising a new muscle. It is pushing me out of my comfort zone, which is perfectly fine. And it's, hey, I might not be perfect. I might not be prepared all the time, but just do the darn thing. And that's actually what we talk about in my women's accountability group. I finally got a name for the group. It's called My Sister's Keeper because it is so much more than a women's accountability group. We connect on Sundays at 10 a.m. Central Time and we do a check-in, like how was your week? What are your wins? What are some areas or what are some things that you have some challenges on? How can the group support you right now? Are there any things that you have coming up that we can assist you with, like that type of stuff? And then we talk about it. And a lot of times, sometimes it gets teary-eyed. I think the last session I cried. And if you all know me, I am always running from crying. But I've gotten better as I am maturing and growing in this human body and space. I am embracing my emotions and not forcing myself to hide them anymore. Because why? And again, I also have this understanding that energy always needs to flow. We don't want to keep that energy stagnant because what happens is then that throws you off balance energetically. And then if that just stays, for a long period of time, then that can eventually manifest in dis-ease. So that's why energy work is so amazing. But so yeah, yeah. Anyway, I definitely went somewhere else right there. Okay. Um, but yeah, energy work, you want to get to the root of the problem. And a lot of times it's just really peeling back those layers of sugar honey iced tea that we've dealt with in life and deal with them head on, get to the root, like, well, why did I allow this to dictate how I live my life? Why did I allow this person to make me feel less than? Where did that come from? Why did I believe it? Like asking those type of questions and asking where those questions and going down the rabbit hole and really facing it head on and just saying, this energy no longer serves me, so I have to let it go. Ooh, that's another conversation. So let's get into tonight. I've been wanting to do this for some time. You all know that I'm apprentice level herbalist. I went through Land of Verse. Shout out to that school and everybody there. It was one of my absolute favorite times in life. And one of the decisions that I've made, one of the best decisions. I really, really love the school. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I know some people are really just wanting to learn herbs from themselves. They want to have their own apothecary at home, or they just want to know how to better utilize herbs for themselves personally and for their family. And that's the reason why they want to go to herbal school, whatever the reason may be. Or if you want to see clients or have your own patients, you can go all the way up to the clinical herbalist. I just did, out of the 3 levels, the community, apprentice, and clinical, I did community and apprentice. But it is such an amazing school. I knew for now that I'm not interested in seeing clients, herbal clients in that way. I love Reiki. I love that work, and I love how I've been able to incorporate herbs in that way also with my products. But the clinical route is not really my desire. So, but anyway, so today's video, I've been wanting to do this. I want to discuss the herbal actions because when I learned this, it was a game changer for me. So I think I share with you all, I started working with herbs intentionally around 25, 26. My son was born with eczema. And that's how Sage House Apothecary started too. So he was born with eczema. His pediatrician wanted to put him on a steroid as a baby. I was not feeling comfortable. And of course, I'm a new mom. So every little thing is, I'm afraid of, I'm nervous, I'm scared. But his pediatrician recommended that he get put on a steroid. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. So I tossed out all of his products and I went to the library. This was right when the internet was starting up and it was super, super slow. So I went to the library and researched natural remedies for X, Y, and Z. And so that's where I discovered herbs, and that's where I discovered calendula, which is one of the uh, foundational herbs in most of my products as the base, because calendula is such a healing herb. And so yeah, anyway, excuse me. Um, So I really wanted to do this video to talk about herbal actions. I'm sorry, I have to slow down my talking because I get so excited. So herbal actions. I thought that, okay, if I have a cough or something and I need an herb to help with my cough, I can just go to the store and say, okay, I'm gonna get ginger. But ginger may not be the best herb for me energetically because each herb they have certain characteristics. Um, so my so the way that herbs work for me, I am naturally a cold and dry person. So the herbs that I want to work with on a regular basis are herbs that will bring in moisture, so like demulcent type herbs, emollient type herbs. And I'm also cold, so I want to work with more hot herbs like ginger, like cinnamon, those type of warming herbs. And it just made complete sense. Like that's how you create balance. So if I'm out of balance and I'm cold and I'm dry, to get in balance, I need to work with herbs that are hot and wet. Makes sense, right? So I wanted to go over herbal actions because I think that it's a really important tool to just know. And of course, the dog is outside of my door, but that's okay. He can wait. But and it's really helpful. And so I'm actually using my note cards from my class. This was very helpful for me, and I actually need to make more of a habit going through these terms. As I was going through them, they came up, of course. Like I was like, okay, yeah, I got it. I haven't forgotten too much. But I thought to share these with you. So these are, I don't know how many cards I have. I'm not going to count them. I don't know if it matters, but this will be the whole video. I'm going to be talking about herbal actions, and I will share the word, and then I'll also read to you the definition. So anytime you see herbs that describe them in this way, you'll know what it means, okay? Because I think a lot of times we'll look at things and it's like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what a demulcent is. I don't know um what a diuretic is. I mean, most people know what a diuretic, but okay. So, alterative. Alterative, so you'll hear all herbs being called alterative. So alterative herbs allow blood to carry more waste and help to cleanse the blood. So alteratives you can look at as herbs that are good for like getting rid of toxins, detoxing. Definition is gradually restoring the proper function of the body and increase health and vitality. These types of herbs are blood cleansers, like I said, and some examples of these herbs include bladderwrack, burdock, echinacea, figwort, red clover, and yellow dock. Alternative. Next is analgesic, anodyne. So analgesic, Analgesic, anodyne, Anodyne. And these are herbs that reduce pain and are either applied externally or taken internally. Depends on the case, of course. So herbs that fall in this category: Jamaican dogwood, passion flower, skullcap. I'm looking at my tinctures. St. John's wort, valerian root. Valerian root is like one of the stinkiest herbs. Anyway, that's another discussion. All right, next, herbal action, antolithic. Antolithic, these type of herbs prevent the formation of stones or gravel in the urinary system and can help the body in their removal. So these herbs, example of these herbs: gravel root, hydrangea, parsley, wild carrot. Aromatic, aromatic. Anytime you hear this term, it is referring to a strong and often pleasant odor and can stimulate the digestive system, used to add aroma and taste to other medicines. So yes, these type of herbs can be used to cover the smell, like valerian root. If you want to cover that smell, you can maybe use, look at maybe a citrus scent or something that has like a pine smell that can help to cover that. But examples of these types of herbs include basil, chamomile, cinnamon, cloves, fennel, pennyroyal, rosemary, valerian, wood, betony, aromatic. Anti-bilious. And you know what? Maybe I'll do half. Maybe this will be like a part 1 and then I come back with a part 2. I think I'm going to do that. So I will stop at, I have to have you all come back. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay. So next is anti-bilious. Anti-bilious, Antibilious. Anti-bilious removes excess bile. It has it in the word. These type of herbs help the body to remove excess bile and can aid in cases of jaundice and biliary conditions. I think that's what it wrote. I can't even read my handwriting. Compare also cholagogues and hapidics. So these herbs, examples of these herbs that are anti-bilious: barberry, dandelion, which is a really great herb for cleansing the body, golden seal, vervain, wild yam, and wormwood. Anti-bilious. Anti-inflammatory. Now we've heard that word. That's a very common word that we hear all the time. So herbs that help the body combat infections, herbs mentioned under demulcents, emollients, and vulneraries. Emollients and vulneraries will often act in this way, especially when they are applied externally. So examples of these herbs: black willow, buckbean, chamomile, devil's claw, St. John's wort, witch hazel. Also, for those people who like St. John's wort because it helps to lift the mood, just make sure that you are fully aware of not using it for too long because it can also make you sensitive to sunlight. All right, next herbal action, anti-catarrhal. Mucus. Anytime you hear that, catarrhal, so anti, of course, is something that is going to work against. And then catarrhal, Catarrhal, mucus. So these herbs help the body remove excess catarrhal buildups, mucus, in the sinuses, in the sinus areas or other parts. So these type of herbs also tend to be astringents. Astringents, which we will get to, is a very toning type herb. But an example of anti-catarrhals, these type of herbs: boneset, cayenne, echinacea, elderberry, garlic, golden seal, sage, and yarrow. Okay. Oh, astringent. Here we are. Astringent. So astringent type herbs, they dry up wetness, discharges, or even bleeding. So astringents, they contract the tissues by precipitating protein, and this can reduce secretions and discharges. They also contain tannins. When I think of tannins, I always automatically think about bitters too. Um, but tannins help to bind and to precipitate the proteins. So these type of herbs, examples of these herbs, agrimony, bayberry, bistort, goldenrod, mullein, slippery elm, St. John's wort, and yarrow. And I think in my video, I also talked about yarrow being drying and astringent. So, but mullein too. So a lot of people will drink mullein. Like if you are a smoker or if you are wanting to get some of the excess catarrh or mucus out of your lungs, you can drink mullein. So I even know people who, smoke weed, big up, smoke weed, and they drink mullein tea to help, break up that stiffness or that mucus that's happening in their lungs. All right. Actually, maybe I'll do this in 3 parts. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this. It's just a conversation, yet we're also learning, which is all right. Aperient herbs, Aperient. And I could be pronouncing these wrong because it's been a minute since I've had to talk about these terms. So herbs that are aperient, they are mild laxatives. Aperient, mild laxatives. I don't have examples written down for that one. Antispasmodic herbs. Antispasmodic, again, anti is against, and spasms is in the word spasmodic. So antispasmodic means herbs that are going to help to work against spasms. So they help to relax, bring ease to the body. So these type of herbs prevent or ease spasms or cramps in the body. Examples, herbs that have this herbal action: black cohosh, cramp bark, lobelia, motherwort, skullcap, valerian, wild yam. Antispasmodic, 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 antispasmodic. You got it. Next, herbal action, antimicrobial. These type of herbs help the body destroy or resist pathogenic microorganisms. All right, so example herbs that fall in this category of antimicrobial. Some of these may surprise you. Clove. Clove is also really good if you have like some teeth issues going on and you need some relief, you have some teeth pain. You can either take some clove and just put it on the tooth itself, or you can make some clove oil and you can put like a rag in the oil and put it in the area where the tooth hurts. Anyway, echinacea, eucalyptus, myrrh, wild indigo, wormwood. These are all examples of antimicrobials. And these are just small examples. They're just small. All right, antiemetic. So again, anti means something that's against. Emetic. Do you all know what emetic is? So emetic, I don't know what the word is, but I know that this came from the herbal class, but emetic is like the blah, blah. Okay, so herbs that are anti-emetic, they reduce feelings of nausea and can help relieve or prevent vomiting. So examples of these herbs include black horehound, cayenne, dill, and meadowsweet. Anti-emetic. Anti-emetic. See, now you all can sound fancy, like you know exactly what the deal is. I think I am gonna do this maybe in like a part 3, because how many have I done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're already in 12. And then I got 12, 13, 14. Okay, I think I will do 3 more. And then we will end it. And then I'll do a part 2 and a part 3. How about that? Look at me creating content. All right. Next herbal action, anthelmintic. 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 Am I saying that right? Anthelmintic. Anthelmintic. I know what it means. So these herbs that are anthelmintic, they destroy or expel worms from the digestive system. I know pumpkin seed does that. If you choose some pumpkin seeds, that'll help to get rid of worms. Since the New Medicines Act, many of the most effective anthelmintics are no longer available as they can be toxic in high dosage. So, but some examples of this type of herb that are anthelmintic are aloe, garlic, rue, and wormwood. Anthelmintic. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. No judgment, right? Okay. Bitter. This is one of my favorites. I actually made a bitter. Made this with burdock, fennel, and dandelion root. Bitters are chef's kiss. Okay, bitter. Bitters are herbs that taste bitter and they act as a stimulating tonic for the digestive system through a reflex via the taste buds. So bitters are really, really good for digestion. And so if you're one of those people who get gassy when you eat certain foods, or maybe because you tend to eat fast or something like that, bitters is a really great way to help digest your food. I've noticed a huge difference when I incorporate bitters into my daily regimen. Take some bitters in the morning, take it before I eat, take it at night. It has reduced my bloating. It also helps to reduce gas too. So bitters is a really great herb to have on hand. I like to take it as a tincture because it's just easy. And I keep all of my tinctures here in my office because while I'm working, a lot of times I'll just kind of glance up like, oh, I haven't taken any of my tinctures, so I'll just grab them. And this isn't even all of them, but I keep them over here as a reminder. But bitters, yes. Examples of bitters: bearberry, centaury, hops. I actually just had some hops. Hops, tansy, and wormwood. I feel like wormwood is on every card. All right, cardiac tonic. So you'll hear about a tonic. So this particular tonic, let me see, because I don't like misinforming you. I don't like misinforming anyone. But when you hear tonic, hold on. Yeah, so there can be a tonic that's specific, like there can be a tonic for the heart, a tonic for the liver, but tonic is something to help restore your health. But we're going to talk about cardiac tonic, which is specifically for heart health. And so cardiac tonic are tonics that affect the heart. Specific function should be looked up in the herbal section. I think I was making a note in my book. But examples of cardiac tonics: broom, cayenne, hawthorn, and motherwort. Okay. And again, each of those herbs, they have their own like temperature or herbal characteristic or energetic. There we go. The energetics of the herbs. So you want to make sure that you understand your energetics. So again, I am a cold and dry person. So herbs that I want to look to work at to balance that out. I want to look at working with herbs that are warming, like cinnamon, like garlic, like cayenne, like ginger, and then I want to work with herbs that are that bring in moisture. So like demulcents, emollients. Demulcents include, and we haven't gotten there yet, but cinnamon or marshmallow root. Those bring in moisture into the body. And you may find like there was a tea, let me see, because in our herbal class, Land of Verse, shout out, we discussed different herbs. We had a herb of the week or herb of the month, kind of like what I'm trying to do, but it gave us an opportunity to really connect with that herb and sit with it, work with it, meditate with it, and understand how that herb works with our body. And so a 1 week or yeah, 1 week, um, I was working with lemongrass. Ooh, I did not like it. Catnip too. I did not like it. And I realized that so lemongrass is very cooling and drying. And those are the two things that I don't need. So it just made me feel angry. It made me feel angry. I didn't like the taste of it. I was just like, ugh, I did not like it. So you may find that there are some teas that you have that connection with, and that can be because it's aggravating you. It's either aligned with your, the whether you're hot or cold or wet or dry. So that's, something that you really want to get to know is like, what type of person am I energetically? So I'll look for a link and see if I can also share that with you all. Hopefully that'll be helpful. But I'm going to close out. Thank you all for watching this video. Again, if there's anything else that you would like for me to talk to you about, please share it with me. I am all ears. I would love to know. I hope to see you all, or hope to see that you all watch the video of me making my elderberry syrup. And then, so this is going to end part 1 of herbal actions. And then next video, I will do a part 2. Maybe I'll record that tonight because I don't know what else I'm going to do tonight. But so yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to follow Sage House Apothecary. And I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Have a wonderful evening, a great evening, wonderful, whatever I was trying to say. I was trying to say it both at the same time. But thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Peace. Bye.